500 plus member-to-member referrals every single year for the last 5 years. Universal Studios, it's the first thing that people ask me about. £50 billion to the UK economy, 20,000 plus jobs in construction, 8,500 jobs, 8.5 million visitors a year. So from where we're sitting today, I think within a mile radius, you're looking at £4 billion worth of investment, roughly. But without a shadow of a doubt, it is the highlight of my calendar. So for us, it's about celebrating and showcasing and spotlighting the very best in Bedfordshire.
Hello and welcome to the next edition of the Making It Work podcast. Very pleased today to be sitting down with Justin Richardson, the Chief Executive of the Bedfordshire Chamber of Commerce. Good afternoon, Justin. How are you?
Good afternoon, Michael. Nice to see you again.
It's lovely to sit down with you again and have a chat through everything there is about Bedfordshire Chamber of Commerce. So I'm here with Duncan. Duncan Jack is behind the scenes again today, helping us with all the technical aspects. He and I work really closely together on lots of projects. It's a business relationship that's born out of the Chamber of Commerce, the collaboration that we have a lot of with that in the Chamber. Actually, let's start with a little introduction, Justin. If you can just give a brief overview of the Chamber and what you do.
Yeah, of course. So I guess in a nutshell, as a Chamber, we do three things. We connect people together, build and create a platform for people to connect and build those relationships, do business, raise their profile. Not a lot of people know this, but we do some work on international trade. Quite a number of businesses in Bedfordshire are exporting globally, which is great news. And that voice of the local business community. But I guess it's a bit more than voice. It's the place shaping, and it's, I guess, as a chamber, just like the businesses that tend to be in the network, like you said, that are keen to collaborate and work together, is about giving back to the place that you're grounded in.
Yeah, it's a really positive place to be, and it's nice to have that platform, if you like, sort of, to be able to be in the room with like-minded businesses who are developing and want to do more all the time.
Yeah, no, I totally agree, and as I just mentioned, I think just by the nature of the people that are involved in the Chamber and within that network are open to collaborating, working together, really looking that peer-to-peer stuff to push you on and help each other through the tough times as well as the good times. And I think to have that supportive network,
absolutely,
I think it's key for everyone.
It's been a tough 2 or 3 years, but it's been a tough journey for a lot of people over the last few years, really.
Absolutely,
in business. But certainly, membership that's one of the things about membership is you don't feel alone with it, do you? It's an easy route then to pick up with others and chat. Do you have a quick think about membership?
Yeah, so reached a milestone of 800 members now. They employ 56,000 people in the region.
That's fantastic.
So it's one of those early. The 800 was a big target for us internally, and the team were really passionate about the network and supporting businesses and helping them grow. So to get that vibrancy of 800, I guess, it brings that freshness to the network. It has been a big achievement, and the team deserve all the credit, not me.
The businesses you represent is everything from
sole traders, multinationals, everything in between. But as you can imagine, predominantly our membership are made up mainly of SMEs.
Yeah. Okay.
And again, breaking that down, broad terms, roughly a third of our membership are manufacturing engineering companies. Another third are professional services, B2B companies, whether it's lawyers, accountants, marketing, people like yourself. And then the third broad category is literally everything else you can imagine. From a primary school to you name it, it's pretty much in the network.
You mentioned the word voice earlier.
Yes.
Giving membership organisations a voice.
So we run a quarterly economic survey on a quarterly basis, as you wouldn't be surprised. And we have roughly, again, around about 100 members that take that survey for us. And what that does two things. The first thing is that it really gives us a pulse of what's happening locally with Bedfordshire-based businesses, understand what the opportunities and potentially the challenges they're facing. And as you said, the last 5 years since COVID's been a challenging time. And then effectively what we do then, we feed that back up to the British Chamber of Commerce and a Policy Insight Unit, and that is effectively fed directly into government. So that the QES is read by the Treasury, the Bank of England when it's looking at setting monetary policy. And I've seen recently a tracking. I think the QES itself has been going now at least 20 years, and you'll see the results across the 51 chambers in the network across the country, and it almost identically maps how the economy's gone over the last 20 years. So it's the UK's leading independent business survey.
So it's very much on the pulse.
Oh, absolutely.
Because it's direct to businesses on the ground right now, updated regularly, and it's feeding back, and you've got that long series of trends to see what's going on as well.
Absolutely, and it's a well-respected survey, as I said, by looking at particularly monetary policy, Treasury and the Bank of England and government themselves. And the benefit with a network and an umbrella organisation like British Chambers of Commerce, when it comes to that lobbying side, is if you've got a challenge as a business, you can pick up the phone and talk to us, whether it's myself or a member of the team, and that will get fed directly to my Director General in British Chambers of Commerce, who's one knock away from number 10 and number 11 in Downing Street. So it's a real powerful opportunity.
It's quite a quick route then, isn't it, already? It's quite it's quite, there's not many links in that chain, though. If you think about
the 6 degrees of separation, we could probably get down to about 4 or 5.
Yes, and the Director General, Siobhan Haviland, she's out and about as well, isn't she?
Constantly, and Siobhan come out to Bedfordshire because of all the noise and the spotlight that's happening, which I'm sure we'll touch upon later. So she was keen to come out and see some of those businesses, the opportunities that exist, and of course that's fed all the way up the chain. So on that point as well, we undertook a member survey back in June of July of 25, and one of the things that we are probably not great as an organisation, and this come through, was that we do all this policy and advocacy work and have this business insight, but actually we're not telling people about it. So that's something that you're going to see more of coming down the road, more policy, more business insight to help businesses make maybe look at long-term forecasting or investment decisions. And so that's one thing that we heard loud and clear, and one thing that you're going to see really new.
So that's something to look out for.
Watch this space. You'll start seeing that coming through pretty quickly.
Younger member organisations, you've now got the Next Gen.
Yes, Next Gen's been something in the pipeline for us for a few years. Unfortunately, we didn't have anyone at the time to lead it. This is definitely not the face of a Next Gen chamber network.
I used to think that was my sort of role as well, but no, it's not happening.
Definitely not happening. It's definitely not me that will be leading that up. So
it's nice to be able to have younger influence to be able to take these things forward, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. It's I think most members will know Scott and Kiana now. Are fresh talent and young blood into a Chamber of Commerce, which is sometimes hard to attract, but are doing fantastic. So they're leading on our Next Gen, predominantly aimed at young professionals, 18 to 35, with a mixture of social networking, but just as importantly, I think, is some professional and personal development within that. That's been shaped. We're launching on the 1st of April, so that will come around really quickly.
It will,
So we're busily gearing up. We had a launch a few months back, but now you'll see that proper launch across the network.
So that initial launch was really just to get interest and members together to start something. Is that a fair?
Yeah,
fair
I
reflection?
would say it's a fair reflection. We've got a steering board made up of at least a dozen people, which are either young entrepreneurs,
Yeah.
own their own businesses, or young professionals in member organisations that, and across the whole range of sectors, that are helping us and Scott shape what next gen looks like.
Yeah.
So it's all well and good me saying what I think a young professional between 18 and 35 needs, but that category for me was a long time ago. So let's hear it directly from our members and those young professionals.
Yeah. It's a really positive for the future, though, isn't it?
Oh yeah, no, really exciting, and I think it's, as I said, that talent coming in, that talent pipeline. If we can help in any way to help develop them professionally, not just within the network or building their own network and connections, but some professional and personal development, then yeah, that's a great place to be, I think.
So lots of exciting things to come. There's also been some development behind the scenes, hasn't there, as well, on the website, or particularly the members portal now, which makes life easier for members to see what's going on.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, members portal makes life a lot easier to book on events, to get your profile on there, member-to-member benefits, all of that type of thing. So yeah, I think again we launched that probably around about a year ago. We've seen some great uptake on that. But as an organisation, probably like a lot of micro and SME businesses, automation and AI high up on the agenda.
Yeah.
So for us, it was getting up to speed really. So yeah, watch this space with automation and AI, for not just for us, I guess, but for everyone. But there's some projects we're working on within that.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
In fact, Duncan and I were just talking earlier on about from the members portal side of things, how much easier it's become to update what we're doing, to register events and so on. So if any members out there, if you've not checked the portal recently, come and have a quick look at it and check the events and so on, because there's lots coming up. So we mentioned the team briefly before.
Yep.
Let's just unpick a little bit about the different roles that you've got.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're a lean team. If you look, as a chamber network, we benchmark ourselves across the country, so from Cornwall up to Aberdeen and Northern Ireland, and yeah, we're one of the leanest chambers in the network. Punched well above our weight, which is, I guess our members will be pleased to hear, but it's not something that we say, it's what the British Chambers of Commerce say, and we're extremely proud of that. So yeah, the team, as you said, we're lean, we're flexible, agile, like most micro and SMEs probably need to be in today's environment, particularly from COVID times. I think that drove our direction really.
Okay.
And I don't know, it seems a long time ago, but yeah, that was a catalyst for us as an organisation. So various mixed skills and expertise and knowledge really. So we've got Jabeen, Nikki and Paula obviously on the international trade side, but of course you'll also see them at events. Paula makes it all tick on the operation side. Nikki also has a core of members from charities to schools. Then you've got Scott out there, development, you'll see him at events. And in the business development side, he's been really key to drive in membership numbers growth over the last year, which was great to see. And then Kiana, who's coming up for 2 years now and as an apprentice. So again, multi-skilled and multi-talented.
Yeah, another asset.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. From a member's point of view, when we pick up the phone and talk to the team at the chamber, whether it's yourself or anybody else, we always get a straight answer.
Yep.
We always get a straight answer.
Good.
A quick response. Sometimes it's come back to you, and they do come back. So that from that point of view, we can't fault things from there.
Well, it's great to. But it comes back to your point earlier, as with the network, and as a chamber, we can't pretend to know everything about everything. But the beauty of the network is we will know someone and have that relationship where we can either pick up the phone, drop an email, or connect you together to hear from that expert. So that is that beauty of that network.
It's almost like an unsung thing, isn't it? Kind of like a hidden benefit there about that not everybody knows everything, but we all know somebody that does, and that signposting it works in all sorts of ways.
Well, I think in the last 5 years, 500 plus member-to-member referrals every single year for the last 5 years. So, and that could be I need a new website. How do I do this? I've got an HR issue, whatever it might be. The whole breadth of business opportunities and challenges. There's at least one person in the network can always help if we can't do it directly. So that's the beauty of the network.
Okay, on the subject of development and opportunity, there is a lot of development taking place in and around Bedfordshire at the moment. We're seeing some major developments which are really exciting. There's a backdrop of challenging times around the country, but Bedfordshire is really upping its game, isn't it?
Yeah, it's an exciting period. Unprecedented, really, of the levels of investment. You want to start off the one that everyone wants to talk about?
Come on.
Yeah. So, Universal Studios. It's the first thing that people ask me about. Whether it's a sole trader or a large company locally, they're looking at the level of investment. So if you look at Universal, £50 billion to the UK economy during construction and the first 20 years of operation. 20,000 plus jobs in construction, 8,500 jobs when it becomes operational, and 8.5 million visitors a year, 55,000 on a peak day. And to put that into context, that level, the biggest, the most visited UK attraction is the British Museum, and that attracts 6.5 million people a year.
Right.
And Universal will be looking in year one, 8.5 million. So that puts it, the level of investment.
Phenomenal amounts.
Huge.
Yeah. Okay. So what's the benefit and the impact for Bedfordshire of Universal coming here in that case?
Well, if you look at that job, the supply chain and the job side. So let's start with looking at the 8,500 people that will be on the park operationally. 80% of those people are expected to be locally stroke regionally in there. Again, the majority of that would be in Bedfordshire. Supply chain opportunities could be phenomenal. So we've worked with Frisco Chamber of Commerce. So the actual next Universal Park to be opening is in Frisco in Texas. Okay. And that's due to open in May 26. Yeah. And so we've done some work with them to really understand how Universal have been working with them, the supply chain needs. And with the meetings we've had them with ourselves, I think we've had roughly half a dozen meetings now with Universal. And from what Frisco have said and what we've seen and what we've heard and what we felt, that on average the Universal Park uses 30 to 40%, sometimes up to 50% local businesses within their supply chain. It's the true, from looking at Frisco and speaking with Frisco and the discussions I've had with Universal, they are the true to the word of really looking at small and local businesses are critical to the long-term success, I guess. So that partnership piece and the opportunities for Bedfordshire would be huge.
Yeah, so a key thing about Universal Development is not like a company that's coming in just to set up something, construct something here and then walk away. They're setting something up here. They're going to be running for years and years and years and years and years to come on. It's about them getting it right and doing it the right way, the sustainable way, for the future. And what better way than to be looking at local traders as well to be part of that chain. Yeah.
It's once in a generation project and opportunity. Really, really exciting. As I said, it's the first thing everyone ask from us. So in response to that, and again, I guess we touch on all the other investment that's coming into Bedfordshire. Is on the back of that, we've had a group of members reach out, and again from sole traders to tier one multinationals. Let's grasp this opportunity. How do we get Bedfordshire businesses within those supply chains? So we've got a chamber steering group now focused on supply chain opportunities. And again, in the next couple of months, you're going to see some real traction on getting tender ready, what you need to have in place to access these opportunities, and a whole series of things and support that we're going to be providing. And it's, as I said, that's driven by us, by a chamber, but actually by a group of diverse people and with diverse companies from the network.
So there's a big collaboration thing, isn't it? Really, again, to come together to do that. And it's not just about yourself and your team taking things forward. It's the collective membership being involved and taking that stakeholder ownership, I guess, in the way forward.
And it comes back to that place shaping, doesn't it? And the nature of the typical nature of the businesses are in the network, want to give back, want the place that they're based or do business or employ staff to be the best it can be, because it's that virtuous circle. So, by the very nature, we have a lot of businesses that are influencing not just what's happening locally, whether they use me or the team via as a conduit into those the people that are making decisions, but actually shaping the direction of us as a chamber. This is what we need, this is what we're seeing, this is we think that the gaps, and then it's down for us as the operational team to make that happen. And so it's great to have such involved membership that really want to steer the direction.
It's all alive, isn't it? It's very much alive. Which is where all the magic happens. When people come together and do things, think of what can be. And get behind it and make things work.
Yeah, and as you said, it doesn't pick up the phone, give us a call, drop us an email. It doesn't matter if it's me or Kiana. It doesn't matter. The message will get there. We'll get the right people in the room together. As that convening piece for us is really important. And then taking that collaboration, the proactive want for better things for the place. We can all make a difference then, and if you use us as the chamber to spearhead that, or take the direction within the chamber through the steering groups and the working groups that we've got, then it's fantastic. It's only a good thing.
I'm just going to mention that we're here today at Morton House in Luton, and across the road we've got the Hart House, the offices of the Chamber of Commerce.
Yep, that's right.
Which is brilliant, and we're actually quite a key position sitting here, where your offices are, because across the way we've got Luton Airport. It's a bit of a drizzly, cloudy day. I'm not sure if you'll see any of the planes coming over. We hear them occasionally. We've got the Darts running backwards across there as well. We've got Luton Town developments across in the town centre as well, haven't we? So that's another big news story that's been over the last couple of years, but it's moving forward as well, isn't it?
So from where we're sitting today, I think within a mile radius, you're looking at £4 billion worth of investment, roughly, coming in. So we've got the DCO of the expansion of London Luton Airport to 32 million passengers per year. We've got Luton Hoo, couple of £100 million development that's with the aspirations of hosting the Ryder Cup in the future. But behind us, we're literally sitting in what I believe was the old Vauxhall training centre, behind the paint shop on the plant, on the factory. So Goodman are planning a £400 million investment just behind us. As you said, then just down the road, there's Luton Town Football Club and the stadium development and the Power Court redevelopment, hundreds of millions of pounds. And the stage, and then on top of that, then you've got East West Rail as well. So
it's all happening.
It's all happening in the next 5 years,
And we're kind of sitting in the centre of all that taking place.
Oh yeah. Right, this where you're sitting, as I said, within a mile, absolute epicentre of billions of pounds worth of investment.
And if you're somebody that is based out of Bedfordshire, the East West Rail link
Yep.
is a big aspect, because
Yeah.
Cambridge across to Oxford, Bedfordshire being on that route,
Yeah.
it's we're perfectly positioned to be able to service and support not just Bedfordshire but across the region as well.
Absolutely. I've never met a business that's complained about a place being too connected.
Yeah.
And if you see the expansion of the airport, the
so
east-west
it's international.
rail, the associated works and infrastructure around it, Bedfordshire is going to be one of the best connected places in the country, east, west, north, south. I think within 2 hours of where we're sitting today, there's access of millions of people. And jump on a plane and you've got access to millions more, right on your doorstep. So, yeah, it's a fantastically connected place. Exciting times.
I'd like to just touch on next, if I may, something that's really important. I know it's been quite very important for yourself as well, is the Chamber's strategic partners.
Yes.
Tell us a bit more about who they are,
Right.
what they do, and why that's such an important thing for you.
So we've got 4 current as one new announcement.
Oh yes, exciting news, isn't it?
Exciting news, yep. So we've got London Luton Airport, the operators. We have the Bedford College Group. We have Wenta, a startup and enterprise support organisation, and hot off the press, Aegis Support Services as well. And why are they strategic partners? Actually, for 4 really different reasons. So with London Luton Airport operators, one of the key social value pieces, I guess, is the amount of local spend within their supply chain. So we've been working really closely. Currently, I think within a 25-mile radius of the airport, they spend around about £100 million last year.
Okay.
So quite amount. So what we've been doing, working really closely, is how we make that bigger. We've been working closely with London Luton Airport on that side of things. Bedford College Group, skills, talent pipelines, showcasing what their students can do and connecting them to employers influencing the curriculum. So as you can imagine, that skills piece is massively important to our members, to the Bedford College Group, and of course ourselves.
And they seem to be really well aligned now.
Absolutely.
They have aligned themselves in a really strong position with how they're working with local organisations. And it's not just about placements, it's about something stronger, I think, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It's not just about work placements or a T-level or an apprenticeship. It's really looking at the skills landscape locally, understanding what businesses need, and having that open door policy for businesses to be able to influence the curriculum and how it's taught. I've been in and around the game a long time, and businesses have always talked about young people not being employer ready, but what Bedford College Group are doing are some great stuff to help move that gap and that reduce the gap and look at influencing what people are studying and the opportunities to connect with local businesses and then to feedback. And I think that's just as important as well.
It is. We know how much they value the input and the relationships with businesses and how important that is.
And then Wenta. So
Wenta,
Wenta, with a long-standing relationship. As a chamber, I guess our core membership are fairly well-established or long-established businesses. So Wenta is a startup business support agency. It was key. We have probably 2 or 3 calls a week from startups looking for support. So it's in the past it's been more of these are the people you need to speak to. So it's become a bit more strategic as it should be. So you're going to Wenta now are based in our office 2 or 3 times a week. So that is that. It's that. So pick up the phone, pass it over instead of that signposting. It's a direct
route in that case, isn't it?
Absolutely. So coming back to that collaboration piece. And then hot off the press, Aegis Support Services, or Aegis, they've got a real passion for young talent and talent pipelines. So they are really focused on our Next Gen programme because they've got a lot of their team in that age group. So that's why they wanted to become that strategic partners. When you see the Next Gen branded, you'll see it be powered by us, not just us as a chamber, but Aegis as well. And that was something that they're really passionate about, and Next Gen has allowed them to show their passion for the support and development of young people.
A chance for them to demonstrate to their own teams.
Absolutely.
Their interests and their vision for the way forward, I guess.
Yep.
As well as sharing that vision outwardly as well to say, actually, come on, guys, let's all do a bit of this.
Attract the talent into the business as well, and as you said, but you know, the Luton-based company that has seen massive growth over the last 5 years, recruit predominantly locally, so and really in that age range. So it was great for us because it's something that we've been passionate about as an organisation, to find someone like Aegis that feel the same way and wanting to get involved and become that strategic partner.
I can see why that's an important cluster to have.
It really is, and it comes back to what we spoke about earlier, that collaboration piece. People that it's not just about being here; they want to make a difference, and those 4 organisations tick that box, and they believe in us as an organisation, what's really important. It shows that we're heading in the right direction, but it also shows that we're all aligned when it comes to economic development, supply chain, infrastructure, skills, all the important and critical things to make a place a real success. So they lead on that. They bought into what we're doing. So that's why strategic partners are really important to us. Really important to us.
You must be really proud of where things are at the moment, how things have got to where they are, and the way forward. That must be a great feeling.
It's been, everyone's has tough journeys, don't they?
And I know what you're like. You won't sort of take this as I've done well. You know, your instant reaction is, we're all in this together. It's the team, and it's the members, it's the local businesses.
It's exactly that. Not one person can do it on their own, right? So having the right team, the right people, the right like-minded people, and I think that's really key. That really want to make a difference, makes life easier. We've all, like any business, you know, it's not my business. I'm leading a member's business, they own it, but it feels sometimes like it's my own. There needs
to be a vision, doesn't there? There needs to be a vision, and I think your vision is influenced by what you're seeing around you and collecting the good things together to create that wider vision for people going forward.
It's been a good. I think I'm coming up for 8 years in the job.
Right.
So it's been a great 8 years. But that's because there's a great passionate team. We've got a vibrant network, people that are engaged, and it makes life a lot easier. That's for sure.
I'd like to touch on next something that Duncan and I have both really enjoyed being part of. We both photograph these events. That's the SME Business Awards. It's really exciting. The Chamber took these on a couple of years ago now.
This will be our 3rd year.
Okay. It's been a real success. Looking at how it runs and how it grows. What do those awards mean to you and to the Chamber, and what's the big thing to tell the viewers about the awards, and why perhaps they should look to applying to join?
Well, without a shadow of a doubt, it is the highlight of my calendar, event-wise. The reason why is because there is up to nearly 400 people. You're there on the night, Michael. Celebrating. You get that community feel. It's about shining a spotlight, right, on great businesses And I'm lucky in my job because I get to meet a lot of great people doing amazing things that outside of that job I would have never met, wouldn't known it existed, and let alone have the opportunity to meet and learn from. And I think that's really important
That
as
is
well.
really important, the chance to be forever learning and picking things up and exploring and expanding our horizons and so on.
Absolutely.
Really, really important, yeah.
So for me, that's an amazing part of my job. So why don't we take this opportunity to shine the spotlight of all those hidden gems that people don't know about or haven't seen or don't understand the opportunities. And if you look at that bigger picture as a young person locally with skills, you'll see some big brands, but you won't know all the opportunities that exist right on your doorstep. So for us, it's about celebrating and showcasing and spotlighting the very best in Bedfordshire. And I love it because it's one night, a group of 400 people having a great time, supporting each other as well. It comes back to that place piece, right? And having a good time. And so, what are the benefits of applying? It's that you're raising your profile, you're showcasing what your business can do, what it has done and what it's looking to do in the future. You can shine a spotlight. Our socials on, and Scott and Kiana have got it down to a T.
Yeah. So how do people get to find out about the awards? What's involved? What's the best way?
So launch on the 15th of January. If you can't make it, then or it's gone, then check out our website. Pick up the phone, drop an email, and we'd direct you to applying for those categories. So 21 categories this year.
Okay.
A whole broad range of opportunities to raise your profile, whether it's business person of the year, whether it's export of the year, whether it's your size, whether it's your sector. Take a look. There'll be something in there for pretty much everyone.
And it's not just the members only.
No, this is over
across all of Bedfordshire. Any business across Bedfordshire can
any business across Bedfordshire can apply. Over 200 companies applied last year, highest ever.
So it's hotly contested then, isn't it?
Hotly contested. I think around 80 made the finals. So
and businesses can apply for more than one category, can't they?
Up to 3 categories. Up to 3 categories. As I said, there's 18, 20 or so categories. Lots of opportunities. Give it a go.
Yeah.
I guess I've said this. It's fairly easy to enter, but it's pretty hard to win.
Okay.
Because of the sheer number of good companies that are applying through that. It's not one of these awards where it's given to their mate. No one in the chamber judges it. So out of our sponsors, we have an independent panel of judges, 25 people.
Okay, that's
a
lot of people to get through. That's a lot of people to coordinate, isn't it? Then for that, it's a serious,
serious,
it's a serious matter.
Peer-to-peer stuff. All business leaders, or owners of their own businesses, or high positions within large companies that are really assessing that. It's not just a tick box and a couple of sentences. It's a bit more than that. And I would say come to the February workshop that gives you a broad understanding of what you need to complete the application. But I would say if you're really serious or interested in winning, spend a little bit of time on it because other people will.
Yeah, that's a fair comment. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm a judge. I did a judging for the nationals because then it goes up into the nationals, and I'm pretty tough, and I expect every other judge is in there, and it does take someone that's pretty exceptional in there to stand out to take it. So if you've applied in the past and you've won, you should be really proud of yourself because you've done a great job.
So what does it mean to become a finalist or ultimately to become a winner?
What do winners say to us, or finalists or winners say to us on the night or after? They say, well, it's the morale, it's boosted within the teams. Wow, I can't believe the reaction we've got across our socials on it, the profile raising, and you just, it's that, I think you see, particularly a business owner that's started that business, gone through the challenges, grown and got to a point where they can apply or, put the form in for that and then win. I think you sort of, the toil and the tears have been worthwhile maybe on that one moment. And it's that sense check of actually I am heading in the right direction. Yeah,
there's a sense of self-belief I think that comes from that.
Yeah, definitely.
For the people that I've spoken to following that. And when you see businesses and how they seem to elevate their confidence not in a big-headed sort of way.
No.
But they're just inwardly, you can see there's a transition to change. As it almost as to say, yes, they've been working hard and they've been delivering, but somehow their faith in themselves is greater.
One of I won't name them, but I'll name the categories. You can always go and find them if you want. But our Young Business Person of the Year, the first thing he did, and he grabbed me after the win, and I grabbed him because I was so pleased for him because I know how hard he's worked, and it was I feel like all the hard work is being validated, and I know that I'm heading in the right direction.
Validation, yeah.
And I think so to hear that, and as I said, it's my favourite event of the year because it's showing all the good in one room, and what's not to like about that, really?
And you've got headline sponsors for that. You've got sponsorship positions. I think did you say they've all now been taken?
Yeah. So all our categories have been taken by sponsors now. So we're lucky to have Essential as headline sponsor for the second year.
Essential Workwear. Yeah.
Essential Workwear. Yeah. The second year running. They were winners actually back in 2019 before we were involved, but they were overall winners. So that virtuous circle, right? So
they told a story last year, didn't they, about the impact that it had on them, what it meant for them, which is why they wanted to become a sponsor, headline sponsor again.
So a great range of sponsors. We've got a couple of other headline sponsors like Aegis Support Services, Red Event Production. So some great names locally, and again it comes back that they loved what we were doing. They want to give back, that belief in let's make Bedfordshire great, and that's why people want to be involved. We expect again. Well, this every year with the record, there's been a record number of people putting themselves forward for the awards, and we expect to break that again this year. So
good.
That'd be good. And we've got a venue that will touch just over 400 as well. So it could be our biggest and best yet. No, it will be our biggest and best.
Well, I'm sure. Yes, it will. It will. Looking forward to it. Yeah, good. Brilliant. Justin, it's been lovely sitting down talking with you today. And I'm really getting the passion that comes out from the way you're talking about the members and your team and the wider context of business in Bedfordshire, and the benefits and the impact that they have further afield than just in Bedfordshire as well. And I know you're quite a humble person yourself, and whenever there's praise, it'll always be deflected to the team or the members or so on. But it does take somebody in the middle to kind of, to wrangle it a bit and to give that viewpoint, having taken everything in collectively. Is there anything that we've not spoken about today that you think is worth a mention before we wrap up?
I think we've covered it off. I think we touched on it briefly, but not much in detail, and that was coming back to that automation and AI piece. So there's a lot of work that we're doing internally for us as an organisation, and we've been working and developing a supply chain platform, AI-driven supply chain platform. So we're close to launching that as well. So that was the only thing I would say.
Yep, brilliant.
but I've really enjoyed it, and yeah, thank you, Michael.
Pleasure. So, Michael Thorn, sitting down today with Justin Richardson from the Chamber of Commerce, the Chief Executive Officer there. Duncan Jack hiding behind the scenes.
Dancing behind the scenes.
Dancing behind the scenes today. He's keeping everything in order for us. Thank you, Duncan. We are sitting, as I mentioned before, Morton House, sitting across the road, looking over the road to the Chamber of Commerce offices, London Luton Airport, the Dart taking passengers backwards and forwards. We've got everything happening around here. Luton Town Football Club, we've got Universal Studios, we've got, there's so much development coming. It's no wonder there's passion and excitement looking forwards. We're looking forward to think how things go year by year, month by month, year by year, and see how things are, looking at things today, with everything that's coming up now, as they kind of come through to fruition in the next, say, 2, 3, 5 years.
Yeah.
But then what's next on the cards from there? It's going to be exciting to see, exciting to think of what else may come for the future. Bedfordshire seems to be the place to be.
Yeah, it's only the beginning. Exciting times.
Yeah, lovely. Thanks very much,
Michael.
Justin.
Thank you.
Thank you.